And off we go from Las Vegas. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down and 8. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy in midfield at the 48. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now they'll throw it with Griffin, eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. And now an audible here into something else. Griffin. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. He's got it at the 15. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Second and 6 from the 10. Play action. It's Griffin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Griffin. They set up the screen to Bo. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Griffin. This to Hines on the drop-off.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Griffin. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Griffin's throw complete there to Beckham.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now Griffin. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Two yards to go, 2nd down. His first carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The quick slant caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Hines again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, check that.
Here's Hines. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. The running game fully in sync. 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
With that one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Touchdown! Zay Flowers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Pass all 80.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
60 Boston. Buffalo 18.
4th down. Here's RG3. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they're going to speed things up here. They run again with Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They run with Hines. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
This is Hines. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Hines. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now 2nd and 9.
They go play action. Griffin. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. To throw is RG3. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Okay, ready.
3rd and 3.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Eighteen Rattler.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Patriots 3. Kaimi Fairbairn is set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Come on.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Dragon 60.
Griffin. He's going to let this one go deep. It got his man complete. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Cup 19, 79 Broncos. Go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
7 Pirates.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Griffin. And he lost the football. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Patriots 3.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Stop below 18.
Now it's Griffin. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Patriots 3. Naimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10.